had no choice, did I? I'm a woman. Women are obliged to be far more skillful than men. You can ruin us whenever the fancy takes you, and all we can achieve by denouncing you is to enhance your prestige. We can't even get rid of you when we want to. We were forced to unstitch painstakingly what you would just cut through. We either have to come up with ways of making you want to leave us so that you feel too guilty to harm us, or come up with a reliable means of blackmail. Otherwise, you can ruin our reputations and our lives. A few choice words. So of course I had to invent, not just myself, but ways of escape that no one has ever thought of. Because I had to be fast enough on my feet to know how to improvise. And I have succeeded. Because I always knew that I was born to dominate your sex and avenge my own. When I first came out into society, I already knew that the role I was condemned to, namely to keep quiet and do as I was told, gave me the perfect opportunity to listen and pay attention. Not to what people told me, which naturally was of no importance, but to whatever it was that they were trying to hide. I practiced detachment. I learned how to smile pleasantly while under the table. I stuck a fork into the back of my hand. I became not merely impenetrable, but a virtuoso of deceit. Naturally, at this stage, nobody told me anything. And it wasn't pleasure that I was after, it was knowledge. But when in the interest of furthering that knowledge, I told my confessor that I had done everything, his reaction was so appalled that I began to get a sense of how extreme pleasure might be. So I consulted the strictest moralists to learn how to appear, philosophers to find out what to think, and novelists to see what I could get away with. And finally, I was well versed to perfect my techniques. Only flirt with those you intend to refuse. Never write letters. Get them to write letters. Always be sure they think they are the only ones. Win or die. And now, when I want a man, I have him. And when he wants to tell, finds he can't. And that's the whole story.